I think that index around capacity of local, investors speaks to the level of investment that we have made locally. So one of the key or immediate wins is around improving the saving culture. How do we as a nation think about investments for the long term? How are we investing in products that will provide returns over a sustainable period? Are we participating in equities markets? Are we participating in unit trusts? So really a way to propel that, number one, will be around product diversification. Number two is around improving our savings culture as a way of boosting the capacity or the per capita in terms of pension assets that we have available for investment, because those will only be triggered by an increase into the savings by the wider population. The way we see things, really, I think looking at the way the economy performed in 2022, I think statistics are indicating that we should have posted a growth of 4.7% in 2022. The drivers of growth were around agriculture, they were around manufacturing, services and industry. So all sectors generally posted some growth. I think going into 2023, we expect that growth to still be propelled. Agriculture will continue to be a key play. The manufacturing industry will continue to be a key sector that is going to propel growth. Oil and gas, of course, does present great opportunities, given what we saw in terms of the launch of the Kingfisher oil rig just about a week ago. That's an indication that the oil and gas story is coming to fruition, and we do expect that activity to spiral and have a multiplier effect in terms of the value chain around that, and that will be quite one of the key contributors to spurring growth going forward. I think for us, when we look at financial inclusion, one of the things that the PSST spoke about is what the SME sector contributes in terms of GDP, where he says 70% of the economy is driven by SMEs. So we have a strong SME proposition, as it were, and it's an area of focus for us as we look at the medium-term plans of Absa Bank Uganda. So we will continue to play in that arena very strongly by responding to the product needs of our clients. So that remains a key area of focus. When we look at the lower personal segment, we also will be looking at products and channels that are going to bring in personal customers that are at the low end of the spectrum from a financial perspective. And we do believe that by investing in these technologies that help us provide low-end products that provide accessibility to finance is one of our ways of penetrating or bringing financial inclusion into the financial markets ecosystem. As you know, we, on an annual basis for the last 6 years, have been publishing what we call the Absa Financial Markets Index, which is an index that gives an overview in terms of openness and accessibility to financial markets across the continent. At its inception 6 years ago, we had 17 African countries that would participate in this index on an annual basis. This has since increased to 26. When the index was initially introduced, Uganda was placed at number 10. We have since improved in ranking year on year. Last year, we moved from 10th the previous year to number 6. And this year, what is remarkable is that we have increased or improved positioning to number 4 out of 26 countries. What does that say about the Ugandan financial markets? It means progress is being made in terms of openness and the ease of doing business in Uganda. There are certain aspects such as the access to foreign exchange. There is transparency around regulations, the regulatory environments, the strides that have been made by the central bank to, adopt matters such as sustainability and provide guidance and focus in the ESG agenda going forward into the medium term. So it's a great result for Uganda and showcases it as, an investment destination where investors are free to invest their capital and take it out as they please, because the foreign exchange market is fully diversified and not controlled. It really focuses or is played out using market forces. So for us today was about releasing the report for 2022. We are privileged to have had the Deputy Governor who, participated on the bank of, the Washington Warburg Economic Forum, where he was part of the debates or the discussions around, the 2022 report, and he did grace us with his presence today. So it just showcases the strength of the financial markets of the Ugandan continent, and I think the result places us at a very strong position in East Africa. We are top-ranking, country from a financial markets perspective in East Africa.